booties for black girl nerds.
Hello,
Hi.
Phoebe and Regé. I'm
Hey,
so
how's it going?
excited to talk to the two of you. You guys have me just riveted, paying attention to what's happening over the course of the season. Phoebe, beginning with you, you guys are such like willing partners in a tangled web. You both have a goal that you're trying to reach and have found a partner in crime, in a sense, with each other. What is the essence of a good partner in crime? You know, obviously there's trust, but what makes that relationship between Daphne and the Duke really thrive to get them to this goal they're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, well, I think the fact that they're friends first, there's no pressure on them, especially within the context of the time that they're in, which is there's so much pressure for a woman to find a husband. And they don't have that pressure on them because they know that they're both in this sort of game that they're playing together. So they get to develop a friendship through that, which I think is so fundamental to their sort of their falling for each other in the end. And also, Simon he's so against this society. He's so sort of he rebels against it all, and Daphne, when you meet her, very much conforms to it. So I think he just allows her to be herself, which I think is also really important. Finding someone you can really be yourself around without the pressure of anything else.
Right. A luxury that a lot of women at that time didn't have, being themselves, in addition to being corseted and bound tight, not just physically, but just emotionally and just in their day-to-day lives. Reggae, you are a perfect Duke. You are so handsome. Let me just say that. You are
Thank you.
perfect in this.
Very
You just
kind
look
of
so regal
We have a
and
very talented makeup team.
oh, well, they God took his time. They did a good job. But with the Duke, it's easy to kind of say, oh, he's a dark horse, he's a bad guy, the bad boy,
Mm.
the counter princely type. But is it as
Mm.
simple as that? Because he seems so much more layered than just being the bad boy.
Well, I think this is absolutely what excites me about the project from the beginning, because these are the exact conversations that I was having with Shonda when we were talking about what this project is. It was about this archetype of what is this tall, dark, broken, broody, kind of anti-hero romantic archetype about, and how can we re-examine that and find out what's actually attractive about this man? Because it's not the brokenness, it is the journey to discovering true strength through things like vulnerability, through things like breaking down this masculine obsession with pride and dominance and holding a vendetta against your own dead father, and discovering that you are actually someone who can love and be loved and be more of a man and be even stronger for that. And so I think that's what allows the Duke to be so more layered than we might expect. He can be a bit of a bad boy, but also be so much more. And that's the journey that we take him on.
Absolutely. Phoebe, with Daphne, what I like is that she has her own ambitions and her own goals that she wishes to accomplish, but she's still rooted in her femininity, and she does value some of those traditional things that are expected of women. Is it when you look at trying to maintain a balance, when Daphne is trying to maintain that balance, does she have to give up portions of herself in order to achieve that balance, or is it coming into a knowing of herself that makes her want the balance even more?
Well, I think it's a coming of age story. When we meet Daphne, she's so young, and all she knows is that in order to find what she wants to find, which is a husband and have a family like her own, that she needs to sort of conform to these social rules and expectations, and that's how she'll find her Prince Charming. And we meet her in episode 1. She's so naive and wide-eyed and just like taking it all in, but she has no idea what real love is, and she hasn't developed any form of a sexuality, I don't think, yet, or she has, but she doesn't know what it is. So we're sort of going on this journey with her, and I think slowly she understands, she finds herself on that journey and of falling in love. And these are things she's sort of discovering as we watch the show, and we're watching her sort of grow and learn about all these new things, and I think that's what's so interesting and fascinating about her as a character. And also just you know, I think she probably would be a very different person if she hadn't been born in those times. I think she's fundamentally she's quite outspoken, and she has a real inner strength, and she's very empowered. So I think she's just sort of born in the wrong era, really, but she still has a voice, and she still has a say. And even though Anthony sort of says, you know, you've got to do this, or when he does tell her what to do, she's very much, you know, says no to that. So yeah.
Thank you. I enjoyed the two of you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. Daphne
Likewise.
kind of gave me like a
Thanks for your
Princess Diana kind of vibe, you know, kind of
Oh,
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.